Welcome back to SQL. Let's continue with Section 2 of Level 2. Here, we'll look at changing current data in our tables. Alright, we've learned how to do some pretty good things like selecting existing data and adding new data to our database. But how will we update existing data currently in our database? We want to use SQL to change the genre for the film The Circus from comedy to romance. To change movie information that currently exists in the database, we'll use what's called an update statement. In an update recipe, we have the update keyword, which lets the database know that we want to change some data in the database. The following blank will contain the table where we want the update to take place. Next, we see the set keyword, which tells the database both the column that we wish to update and the new data value we want to place within that column after the equal sign. The parentheses in this recipe indicate that a where clause is optional here. If we were to use a where clause, we can pinpoint parts of a column to update. If we use no where clause, the entire column will update for all rows. Back in the movies table, we realize that the new film isn't actually a comedy, but it's a romance. So now we have to change the genre of the film The Circus, but how do we do that? Let's use the update recipe to change the existing row. First, we use the update keyword, followed by the table we wish to update, which is of course movies. Next, we set the genre to romance. Lastly, and importantly, we use a where clause to signal that we only want a column update where the ID of the film is equal to 5. Once we run the update statement, we see that the genre of the film The Circus has been successfully changed from comedy to romance. Another great thing about SQL is that we are able to change multiple columns within a row. This is done by simply adding each column name along with an updated value and separating each of those changes with a comma. We can change the genre of The Circus back to comedy and change the duration time to 70, all in the same statement. Cool, right? This update thing gets even better. Check it out. SQL will let us make changes to different rows at the same time by adding an OR to the where clause. This will allow us to pinpoint even more rows to update than by using just one criteria. If you have multiple criteria, you can string together several OR statements to get everything you need. Update statements can be very powerful and useful in SQL. And that's it for Section 2. Now for some more challenges, and we'll see you back in the next section.